A head teacher, no less, they're still calling herself, Rachel Lucas, has now decided to do away with a head girl and head boy, and instead they're now going to be called heads ambassadors.
You see, I think teachers like this should be immediately arrested and put into prison. I mean, these are illiberal times, so let's react to these asinine teachers, these absolute fools, and put them behind bars because they're doing damage to our kids. They're turning them into complete idiots.
Yes.
Head girl, head boy, we've always had that. Let's carry on. What is this nonsense? And what about people who don't want diversity, who don't want inclusivity? They could include the pupils. So it's a democracy. We don't all have to think the same thing. This is absolute orthodoxy gone mad. And that head teacher, along with all the other lefty teachers who are indoctrinating our children with critical race theory and all this nonsense about inclusivity and diversity, they are damaging a generation of kids. We are producing snowflakes. That's why we're stuck in this damn pandemic, because we have produced a generation of snowflakes who are incapable, have no capacity to accept the inevitability of death. So we have stupid governments who are endeavoring to bring about the impossible to enable us all to live forever. That is the heart of this madness. We love ourselves too much.
And shouldn't we also then take the next logical step, which is to change everybody's name? Because apparently, according to the school's website, taking the place of the traditional head boy and head girl titles, we will now use the term head ambassadors. The three selected students to take on this exciting role are Sophia, Ted and Jemima. Wouldn't that be a suggested three names which would denote a particular gender? I mean, if you're called Sophia,
they certainly do. Yeah,
or Ted or Jemima, surely they must change their names so they're all the same, so they've all got the same name.
What were their names again?
Sophia, Ted and Jemima.
It sort of sums it up, really.
It does, doesn't it? Jemima! Apparently Jemima is very happy because she's someone from a multi-heritage background within an English school, and she says that this has helped her to understand the importance of celebrating culture and diversity. Why? What's the difference between calling her a head girl or a head ambassador? How has that helped with her understanding of diversity?
Whoop-de-doo, Jemima. Jolly good. I'm glad you're so pleased with yourself. By the way, when you leave school, you'll probably go to university, so you'll have to wait until after that. But at a certain point in your protected, ludicrous life, you're going to collide with reality. Right. And all this nonsense will have to be expunged from your indoctrinated mind.
Yes. And they might meet someone who doesn't wish to call you a head ambassador.
Exactly. You know, inclusivity, diversity, it has to be accepted at all costs. I'm not against inclusivity or diversity, but I am against it as an orthodoxy that cannot be challenged. So if inclusivity and diversity means we can no longer have head boys and head girls, the common sense approach to pupils, then I'm against inclusivity and diversity because it is bringing about an asinine stupidity.
Well, what if you feel left out by diversity measures? Does that mean that you are a victim of diversity? Are you a victim? What if you don't like it?
Well, exactly. Not everybody loves diversity and inclusivity. Why can't you challenge it? Why can't you be against it? As I say, I am not against those things. But if it means that we go down this asinine, moronic route of saying we can't have head boy and head girl anymore, then I'm against it because it is bringing about, it is engendering a kind of moronic stupidity across the nation. And that is really bad if it is among our children.
It is. You're absolutely right.